Hey, so I know that one of the most common goals that English learners have is to speak English fluently, to become fluent in the language. So today we are looking at a very simple 5-step exercise that you can do alone at home to improve your English fluency. So let's get started. So first of all, what exactly does it mean to be fluent? If you are fluent in a language, it means that you can speak freely. You can communicate and express your ideas without hesitation. Now, this means that you have to be able to express yourself in lots of different situations and talk about lots of different topics in order to be fluent. So the main idea behind this very simple exercise is that you are going to talk about a different topic for as long as you can every single day. So now I'm gonna walk you through the 5 steps that you need to follow. So step 1 is to make a list of the topics that you would like to be able to speak about. I'll say that again. Make a list of topics that you want to be able to speak about. If you don't know anything about these topics, that's okay. If you've never had a conversation about these topics, completely fine. You do not need to be an expert on these topics. The key here is to just write down any topics or any subjects that you want to be able to speak about, that you want to learn to speak about. Maybe with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family members, it doesn't matter, okay? So again, I just want to stress that you don't have to be an expert on these topics. So for example, your list might contain topics like sports, art, travel, psychology, business, education, food, relationships, religion, politics. The list goes on and on and on. All right. So again, just make a list. It doesn't matter how long it is, of topics you want to learn to talk about. One of the things that stops a lot of my students from participating in conversations or discussions is that they feel like they don't know what to say, or they don't know enough about that topic in English. So it's really important for you to take a moment and think about, okay, what are some of the things that I would actually like to be able to talk about, but I can't really do that right now, or I'm not confident enough right now. So for example, some of my students have told me that they really like to talk about business or business opportunities with other people. However, when these conversations happen in English, they sort of freeze because they feel like they don't have enough vocabulary or enough knowledge, and they just can't participate in the conversation, and they end up sort of just nodding and smiling and just standing there, but they're not really adding or contributing to the conversation. All right, so make your list of all the things that you want to be able to talk about. I would love to see the list. If you're comfortable, please share it with me down below in the comments. All right, now step 2. Once you have your list ready, you're going to choose one topic from your list, anyone, it doesn't matter, and you're going to talk about that topic for as long as you possibly can without stopping, and record yourself speaking. All right, so again, you're going to choose a topic from the list and then talk about it for as long as you can, and you're going to record yourself speaking. Now, you can use a voice recorder app on your phone. Most of our phones have these apps already installed. So in case you don't, as long as you have a smartphone, you can download one for free. If you're comfortable, you can even film yourself speaking. Now, keep in mind that these recordings are not for anyone else. No one else ever has to see them or listen to them. They are just for you. So it might be uncomfortable or awkward or strange for you to record yourself, especially in English if you've never done it before, but I promise you it's a very important step. So I know that this step is easier said than done. It's not that easy to just start talking about a topic, right? Off the top of your head, I know. So let me give you an example of what this actually looks like in reality. Let's imagine one of the topics on your list was education, and we want to start talking about education for as long as we possibly can. you might need to brainstorm first. So sit down, take a few minutes and write down some points that you could talk about related to education. So for example, you could talk about the education system that you grew up in, your experience with the education system in your country. You can talk about things that you like and dislike about the education system, things that are working, things that are not working or could be better. You can make some predictions and talk about where you think the education system is heading in the future. All right, so if you sit down and kind of brainstorm, all right, what can I say about this topic? Again, you don't need to be an expert on any education system. As long as you went to school and you have a general idea about any education system, then you can learn to speak about this topic, all right? If you never have exposure to a topic or never have a chance to discuss a topic, it's gonna be more difficult for you to think about it and to generate ideas quickly. When someone asks you about it, you're going to freeze and just think, I don't know what to say, I have no idea, I've never thought about it, or I've never talked about it, all right? So eventually you will be able to just speak about any topic that comes up in conversation. So what happens if you try to start talking and you realize like you really don't know anything about this subject, you have nothing to say? This is the time for you to do a little bit of research. All you have to do is look up the topic online, read some articles, watch some videos, and learn a little bit about it. Now, even though this is a little bit of extra effort, it's also great listening and reading practice for you. So even if you know nothing, just do a little bit of research. Okay, so we've talked about step 2 for a while. Let's move on to step 3. Step 3 is going to be the next day. The next day, you're going to simply choose another topic and talk about it for as long as you possibly can, all right? So every single day, you need to make some time for this. So let's say in step 2, you were able to talk about a topic for 20 seconds, okay? It was just 20 seconds. So now in step 3, you're gonna talk about another topic for 30 seconds, all right? If you were able to speak for 30 seconds, you can speak for 40 seconds, and so on and so on. So in the beginning, this is not going to be very easy, okay? It's not gonna be the easiest thing ever. You might only be able to speak, honestly, for 20 or 30 seconds, and that is completely okay. Just keep in mind that the next day, you need to speak for a little bit longer, even if it's 5 seconds longer or 10 seconds longer. And if you keep doing this, eventually you're going to be able to speak for a few minutes about any topic. Step 4 is a very simple one. You're gonna repeat this process every single day with a new topic, and the key is to speak for longer than you did the previous day, all right? So you're just gonna change topics and speak for a little longer. If you cannot, let's say yesterday you spoke for 30 seconds and today it's 30 seconds again, try again. You need to try again until you're able to increase the length of time that you are speaking. And step 5, you need to make sure that you're tracking your progress. So just make sure you are recording yourself and you're saving the files, okay? You can also give them a date and a name so you can easily go back and listen again later. And after 2 weeks, check your progress. Listen to your recording from the first day and listen to your recording today, all right? And then after a month, check your progress again. Listen to your recording from the first day and listen to your recording from today. So it's very important for you to keep track of your progress because you will be shocked at how much you actually improve. Now, it's very important not to skip this step because keeping track of your progress motivates you, and a lot of times you are actually improving, but you just don't realize it, and then you get discouraged, all right? So keep track of your progress and compare how you did on your first day, how you did after 2 weeks, and how you did after a month, and keep going, all right? So you can check your progress every week or every 2 weeks. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of these 5 steps. Step 1, you're gonna make a list of all of the topics that you want to learn to talk about in English. Step 2, you're gonna pick a topic from your list and talk about it for as long as you possibly can and record yourself. And here you can brainstorm a little bit before you start recording. Step 3, the next day, you're gonna pick another topic, a different topic, talk about that topic for as long as you can, and make sure that you speak longer than you did the previous day. Step 4, you're gonna repeat this process every single day with a different topic. And step 5, make sure that you are tracking your progress. Now, this exercise is extremely practical. It is free, it is logical, it is simple. You can do it on your own, and I promise you, you will see results. Of course, you need to put in some effort. It's not gonna happen overnight, and you must be consistent. However, this very simple exercise is designed to help you change the way that you think about different topics and about the language, and change the way that you approach fluency as well, all right? So please do share your lists and your thoughts on this exercise down below in the comments with me, and make sure you grab your free ebook, English Conversations Made Simple. This will also boost your confidence and help you to have more natural conversations in English. It's free. Just click the link below this lesson and I'll send you your copy. Thank you so much for watching and for learning with me today. I'll see you very soon in the next one.